Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob, and welcome back to episode number 34 of the Houston Astros franchise, here on MLB The Show 20. Today's episode will have one series at home against the Texas Rangers and another edition of the Battle of Texas. So if you're excited for this one, please leave a like and subscribe down below for more Astros content and for more franchise content in general as we continue the road to 100 subscribers. On the mound today for the Astros in this episode, we will see Jose Urquidy, who's had a very solid season so far, 2.63 ERA, solidifying himself as one of the future rotational pieces. He will start off his day against Elvis Andrus of the Rangers as the chopper by Andrus out in front of the catcher Stubbs, who throws him out at first base. Good play by the catcher Stubbs. Take a look at this Rangers lineup. We have Elvis Andrus leading off, followed by Danny Santana in center, Matt Duffy's DH and then third, followed by Joey Gallo in right, Willie Calhoun in left, Travis Shaw, who acquired from trade this year, at first, followed by Todd Frazier at third, and then Rougned Odor, and rounded out with the catchers. That's a strikeout from Santana. That's Kifo catching for the Rangers. Matt Duffy up next, 1-2 to him, and he's going to strike out as well on the slider. So good half inning for Urquidy to start the day. On the mound for the Rangers, it'll be the righty Kyle Gibson, 7-10 with a 4.67 ERA through 25. Starts on season, high whip as well, 1.5. Not the best season for him. He will start off his day against Jose Altuve, 2.60 average on the season. A little low by his standards, but a little over a month left on the season. Has some time to turn it around. 2-2 count to Altuve to start the day. He's going to take a fastball, line it, but right at Odor's glove, and that'll be the first out. Take a look at this Astros lineup. We have Altuve, Brantley in left, followed by Alvarez, Springer, Bregman, who we saw had the 3 home run game in the last episode, looking to continue his hot streak, followed by Correa, Gurriel, Yasiel Puig, and Garrett Stubbs behind the plate. Next up, Michael Brantley, 2-0 to him. He's going to take a fastball and put this one into left field, and not unable to make the catch is Willie Calhoun. Diving, comes up short. And it looked like he came up kind of fast, but we're going to get a little injury update on Willie Calhoun. He's actually clutching at his knee after the play, got the ball in, but then kind of went down in some pain. So he will have to come out of the game. And in his place, we will see Julio Pablo Martinez in left field for the rest of the day. So the speedster coming off the bench in the bottom of the first. Jordan's up next. He's going to look at a sinker. Can't pull the trigger for the second out of the inning. Next up is George Springer, 1-0 to him. He blasts a changeup. That is a mistake by Gibson. He knows it. That ball is fair, and that ball is gone over on top of the train tracks. Is Springer, 411 feet. That's a 2-run shot by him, 26 of the season. And just like that, Astros draw first blood. So it's 2-0 now here in the bottom of the first. Astros looking to ride their 6-game win streak in this one off to a hot start. And next up will be Alex Bregman, who's, speaking of hot starts, has had a great past couple of games, but he draws a 4-pitch walk. Next up, Correa, 1-0 to him, and he gets a sinker, and he makes perfect contact on it out to the opposite field. That ball's gone. 2 rows in over the right center field wall. That's another 2-run homer, this time by Correa, his 17th of the season, and he just went down and got that sinker. That's not a bad pitch by Gibson, but it's just an even better bat by Correa. And now the Astros, they have a 4-0 lead just like that in the bottom of the first. Gurriel will be up next, 3-1 to him, and he's going to draw a walk as well. So the inning not over from Gibson. Very rough start to his outing. Yasiel Puig up next, first pitch swinging, drills it right at the first baseman, and that's a good play by Shaw. Let's go to top 2 now, see if the Rangers have any sort of answer. Joey Gallo is going to line this one up the middle, but shift by Altuve, or by Correa, gets him for the first out. Next up will be Julio Pablo Martinez, who came into the game. He's hitting .238 on the season. Didn't see his averages in the morning graphic because of him coming off the bench, but he's going to go a 6-3 for the second out of the inning. Then will be Travis Shaw, the first baseman, 2-1 to him. He's going to do the exact same thing Gallo did, right to Correa behind the bag, and gets it out. So good shift play by the Astros. Bottom of second now, Garrett Stubbs leading off. He's going to line this one up. A great jumping play by Odor to bring that one in for the first out. Altuve up next, 1-2 to him as well, and this time he gets a little bit more air underneath it, and that is going to get in the gap. Altuve is going to round first, and he's going to have an easy double with 1 out. So next up will be Michael Brantley, 2-0 to him, fastball or sinker right down the middle. Puts this one to left field, and Pablo Martinez does the exact same thing Calhoun did earlier on Brantley's play. but Martinez is okay. But now Astros runners on first and third, 1 out. Alvarez gets a big piece of this one at the track, but that's going to be more than enough to bring in Altuve, and it's now a 5-0 lead here for the Astros. So that's going to bring up George Springer, hit the 2-run blast earlier. He's going to get another sinker, gets a hold of it, but a little underneath it, as that's a pop-up 2 in the bottom of the second. So let's go top 5 now. Travis Shaw leading off 0 for 1 on the day. We saw him ground out in the second. 3-0 to him. He's going to draw a 4-pitch walk to start the inning. That's going to bring up the next batter, Todd Frazier. 1-1 to him. He's going to line it into right field for a base hit. So back-to-back runners to start this inning. As now it's no outs, runners on first and second for Rougned Odor. 3-1 to him, and he's going to draw a walk as well. So Urquidy losing a little bit of command here. Bases loaded, no outs for Nick Kifo. He's going to pop this one into shallow left. We'll see if they test the arm of Brantley, and they're not. So first out, flied to left. That's going to bring us to the top order. Elvis Andrus is going to line this one this time into right field. Will they test the arm of Puig? No, they will not. So now 2 outs, bases loaded. Rangers squandering this opportunity. Danny Santana up next, full count him. Runners are going. That's into left field for a base hit. One's going to come around. Second throw is not on line, and that's a 2 RBI single for Santana. So now a 5-2 game. As the Astros still have the lead. Up next, Duffy. He's going to line this one. Bregman with a nice dive on his knees, throws across the diamond. That saves maybe a run. Good play there by Bregman to keep it a 5-2 game. We'll go a little later into this game. We're going to a lefty now, Colby Allard out of the pen. He's had 27 games so far, 55 2/3 innings pitched. And we have George Springer leading us off, who hit a 2-run jack back in the first. 2-2 to him, and he's going to check his swing, but they say he went around on the changeup way out in front. Next up is Bregman, full count to him, and he's going to drive one deep to left center. Bregman continues to mash the baseball. That ball is gone. Solo shot, Alex solo shot. Bregman returns 373 to left center, his 32nd of the season, and Bregman is on fire. As it's now a 6-2 game for the Astros. Just deadly hitting. Carlos Correa up next, and he's going to check his swing, but went as well in the dirt, so he'll be thrown out at first base for the second out. And then Yuli up next, first pitch to him. He's driving a fastball into center field. That ball is going to get down for a base hit, so a little 2-out single for Gurriel. And that's going to bring up Yasiel Puig once more, 1-1 to him. He's going to take a curveball and mash it straight into Odor at second. And that's going to end the bottom of the fifth. So let's go top 6 now. Brad Peacock's going to join the fray. 51 games on the season with a 4.03 ERA. His first batter will be Joey Gallo, 2-2 to him, and he's going to look at a fastball down in the zone. That's the first out of the inning. Julio Pablo Martinez up next, 0-2 to him. He's going to pop this one up to Bregman for the second out. And that'll take us to Travis Shaw, 3-1 to him. And he's going to mash this one to the opposite field. They were playing the shift. That ball's off the scoreboard. And Shaw's going to hustle to second base, but Brantley gets the ball in, almost throws him out at second. That's a 2-out double for Shaw. Todd Frazier up next. He's going to line this one into the left center gap. That one's going to get down. Brantley has a little trouble getting around the scoreboard, but that's another double, and that's going to be an RBI. So 6-3 now for the Astros. Odor up next, 1-0 to him, and he's going to hit the ball in the left center gap as well for a base hit. That's going to be another RBI, and the Rangers have back-to-back doubles. So something going here for the Rangers, and they're going to pull Peacock early while they're still ahead, and Chris Devinsky will come in. He's got his ERA down to 5.05 on the season. Nick Kifo up, and he's going to ground this one into Bregman at third, and Devinsky comes in and gets his job done. So let's go to the top of the ninth now. Save situation, which means that All-Star Roberto Osuna is going to come in. He's looking for save number 35 on the season. He's going to start off his inning versus Todd Frazier, full count to him, and he's going to draw a walk on the close changeup. So that means the tying run is now at the plate. 0-2 to Odor. He's swinging through on the cutter down, and that's a strikeout for Odor. Nick Kifo up next. He's going to look at a fastball 99 on the black. Beautiful pitch by Osuna. As that means it's all up to Elvis Andrus, who's 1 for 4 on the day. Single back in the third. He represents the tie run, and he's going to dribble this one to Correa. Short fields it, throws it to Altuve at second, and that's going to be your ball game. Astros win it here. Final score 6-4, as they got 4 runs in the first, 1 run in the second, and they never looked back. Beautiful day hitting for the Astros. Plenty of long balls in this one, as Urquidy will get the win. Loss will go to Kyle Gibson, and Osuna will get that 35th save of the season. Let's take a look who gets player of the game for this one. Is going to go to Roberto Osuna. Is going to get it for his 1-inning save with 2 strikeouts. And a solid day overall for the Astros. Got a little bit choppy there in the middle innings, but they pick up the win. Game 2 not as unfortunate. 8-4 win for the Rangers, including a 4 spot in the 9th. 3 home runs for the Rangers, while the Astros had 1 from Yordan Alvarez, as it looks like it was a rough outing for Armenteros again, who's really struggled in that 5 spot this month. But in Game 3, the Astros win 10-2, so they come roaring back with a 6 spot in the 8th. Gurriel, Puig, and Stuggs all had homers, and Greinke had a pretty solid outing for him. But that's going to do it for this episode. Next episode, we'll have a series at Detroit, followed by a series at Chicago. There's just an uneven number of series left in the month, so I decided to do one with this one and just do both AL Central series next episode. So a little bit of a shorter episode, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe down below if you want more Astros content, especially as we come to the last month of the season. This is Mr. Rob, and I'm saying I'll see you in the next one.